Keep up with any of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial shit.
All I know is she was connected to Epstein, and one of these days she's going to
this,
randomly commit
shit.
suicide.
So here's all right.
Hey, somebody who has their phone, pull up the list of the people that were accused.
Hold on. I was waiting for the moment to drop this because you were talking about that. So the Jizz, we're talking about. I can't even say her goddamn name.
Ghislaine. Just Jizz.
Yeah, we're gonna call it Jizz.
With a
I'll
J.
call it Jizz.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, just call her Jizz Max. Jizz Max.
Yo, Jizz Max. All right, so, how do I tie this all together cohesively? So, everyone knows about the fucking Rittenhouse trial, right?
Oh, he's going down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
So everyone knows about that shit, right? I didn't really keep up with it because, like you were saying when we were talking before, like, oh, do you keep? I try not to pay attention. I purposely ignore a lot of the news because it's like just toxic mental. Like, I believe in. If I was a girl, I'd be one of those chicks that's like collecting crystals and shit. Like, I believe in a lot about like energy and like vibes and like waves and shit. And like, I've done a whole lot of psychedelics.
He'd be an astrology girl.
I fuck with those kind of girls.
Not trying to out myself out, but yeah.
I'm a Leo. What's up?
Yeah, I'm a Leo too. I'm a Leo, bro. And so I don't really pay. So I purposely avoid a lot of the news, especially since this whole coronavirus thing, because it's almost like they're purposely trying to push.
Scare you?
Yeah, they're trying to like shut you down. But anyways, the people were saying that the Rittenhouse trial was kind of like a distraction because.
Oh yeah, because I heard that it was like starting around the same time that it was.
Now that you mention it,
timelines.
I'm like.
The timelines.
Like, yes.
And it was funny. So I hadn't
even thought about it that way.
My dad always watches the news, and I hate how he watches it. 'Cause he's one of those dudes that will sit in front of the TV and talk to it, and it's like, what? Does your dad do that? Does he
My dad does that, yeah.
Dude, it's like, what the fuck? But I remember it was on Fox, and they were they were touching on the Maxwell trial, and they kind of just glossed over how, it's normal that normally they don't record these trials and publicize them. And I'm like, why the fuck was the... And I'm like, why the hell was the Rittenhouse trial?
Because they wanted like a
They recorded the R. Kelly trial.
For their,
they recorded the
agenda.
R. Kelly trial, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like...
They recorded the George Floyd.
No, this one I think specifically, I think the thing is, it's a federal trial, so I think it's a different... It's a different one. Like, it's a different type, so they don't actually televise.
Like, I'll say right now, like...
But the reason they gave was like it's too sensational for the public. I'm like,
how convenient though. That's fucking convenient.
Dude,
it's fucking crazy because
I'm not educated, so it's like I might not know exactly like you're saying. Maybe
I think it's one of these things that like the world wants to know about.
Maybe the difference in the way it's legally held because of the type of criminal charges. I might not know the full exact details, so I'm completely liable to being called out and looking like a dumbass. That's fair.
We all are, yeah.
But
this is a dumbass.
The FBI agents signed to us are mad right now. They're like, these fucking idiots are talking about the trial.
Not one of us has a PhD.
All these conspiracy theories they've been talking about, like that aren't true. All this shit, like. This is the way to put them to rest. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is the way you fucking settle that shit. You let everybody see what the fuck is going on.
That's the problem.
But no, because it implicates.
So
if you, I don't know if everybody saw that list, but if you see that list, dude, the people that are on that list, the NYPD, there's like Sony, Disney, all these Viacom, all these 100+ Jane Does, 100+ John Doe's. Like there is
involved, man. It's
so much going. Kanye West. I don't know.
It's crazy. Beyonce.
Like
that's probably part of his breakdown.
It is insane. And the fact that they're like,
honestly, you're right. God, you're right. Kanye's like mental health has probably got to do with all of this shit that is coming out.
Yeah.
That's why they got Kim Kardashian dating what's his name? Pete Davidson. You know what I heard? When, he probably planned that shit. When Hillary Clinton was going to trial for that shit, the emails, you know what they did?
I brought that up.
You know what they did? They did the blackout.
No,
they did the blackout Tuesday or whatever was going on with the.
I said that, and I said that while it was going on. I was like, why does a movement that benefits so much from this fucking from being on social media, all of a sudden have this blackout?
Have a convenient date to when she starts the trial.
Date too. Do you guys know anything else about the trial and shit recently? Like, have you guys heard anything? Because I know it's been closed doors and stuff.
Besides the fact that they
Captain must drive the ship.
What do we know so far?
They said that a lot of the details were so explicit that they had to censor it.
Yeah,
and they had
that's
to
what I was saying
completely
when I was watching on the news.
mention it on the news or like mention it to the public.
How convenient.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
but also,
Yeah.
like, imagine, like, you know how crazy people go and stuff. Imagine if you heard like a detailed description of something happening, like some fucking thing, and like, you know how pissed.
When I went to
People
jury
would
duty,
get-
when I went to jury duty, I went
Like-
to.
But I think
I don't know. That's one of the things I could give to defend the fact that
that's-
they're not like.
But that's
just
what you
giving it out.
need. Like if you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to stop the
That's-
system that is perpetuating this
That's
fucking
what
type
I
of
was-
behavior.
I mean, that's what I
then
said
you
earlier.
need that outrage. You need that
Well-
the public like just almost just.
But then
tearing
again, why
up-
would the system want to out itself
Yeah.
when they have all that control?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying because I'm trying to state the fact, like, how convenient is that to the point where her stuff is being redacted for being too explicit
Too sensational
the
for the public.
quotations. When I got
That's
called
a
into
weird
jury,
way to describe
when
it,
I
too.
got called into jury duty the first time, I went in for a fucking a child molestation case. None of that was none of that was fucking
Too
too
sensational,
explicit. Too
yeah.
explicit to be like let out into the public. I got every single detail from that child, and that is none of that like is too explicit for the public apparently.
Yeah.
And so I like what sets that apart from this trial?
Especially
I'd say the
a
numbers.
trial that's so important, right? Like it's so important to like. I want to say like human history,
Yeah.
just because it's so much, right? Like it's like decades upon decades, and probably going back way further than we want to fucking imagine, right? Like
that
and like according to this list, goes way deeper than anyone wants to fucking realize.
She had to name names before Clinton's hitman entered the cell.
Have you guys seen like?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. What do you guys got on the over under of making it out?
Of her quote unquote suicide.
Her suicide.
All that really matters if she'll be my girl. I was lost in the world, now she lost in my world. I don't use any lines to get with her right quick. I just left the old ones to get the right chick. I stay